Good morning, Elevation Health family and friends. So, we have an episode this morning, some updated news and views when it comes to holiday health. We're going to get into that in a minute. Before I do, I want to share some exciting news about a patient that was referred in from one of our longtime family members in the office, Tanya Haywood. She's been a patient now for well over 15 years, or probably more than 15 years now that I can think back that far. But she had a friend from church by the name of Linda, and she had been talking to Linda about coming to the office to see if we could help with her headaches. She'd been suffering with headaches for many years, and it had gotten to the point where it was absolutely debilitating. The days that she had headaches, they were so bad that it would just shut her down and she couldn't do anything. She was literally incapacitated. And I know firsthand from what this looks like. Some of you may remember the story I told you about my dad having headaches like that for 40 years. Not only was he dysfunctional, but it made everybody else's life dysfunctional. So I know how bad that can be with headaches. It affects everybody differently, but with Linda, she was affected pretty badly. She finally came in. We did an evaluation. We found where the cause of the headaches were coming from. Happened to be the top bone in the neck, affecting the blood supply to her brain. Gave her an adjustment, and there was immediate relief. But it took time for the adjustments to hold. And as time went on, the frequency of the headaches became less and less. After a month of care, she said the frequency was down to maybe once a week. Now she's probably been under care probably about 3 months now. And she told me just recently, she can't remember the last time she had a headache. So she's progressing along very nicely. Really excited to see this. Sometimes you just never know how somebody's going to respond. Most folks respond very well, but everybody responds differently. And there's no way of predicting who's going to heal when, but it's just something worth noting and worth celebrating. And I'm just so excited for Linda because she's been able to enjoy her life. She's traveling with her husband. They're more active and effective in church and their social life. And really, that's what it's about. That's the most important thing about the care that we give. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Linda and also to Tanya. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to be part of this amazing process of watching healing. And I also wanted to share with you something else that's pretty exciting. I had my omega-3 blood test redone yesterday. The original test that I did was 3 months ago. And omega-3, for those of you who don't know, is the, like the EPA and the DHA. If you've been to my workshops, I always talk about the fish oil capsules and how important these good fats are. And I came upon a way of testing because everybody takes supplements. Like probably most of you are watching right now, almost every one of you watching, you take some kind of supplement because you know that it's important. But how many times have we talked about what's more important than you taking a supplement is knowing that you're taking the right supplement and the right dosage to make sure that you're getting the clinical outcome that you're assuming that you're getting. And nobody likes to assume. We know that what that boils down to. The testing eliminates the guesswork. And this particular omega-3 test, what I found, shows us the actual percentage of EPA and DHA in the red blood cell membranes. And it kind of works like an A1C test. It gives you like a 90-day to 120-day picture of what's happening with the cells and how much of that EPA and DHA is actually getting into the cells. And as most of you know how important that cell membrane is, that's literally the gatekeeper for all the nutrients that are get into your cells and the function internally in those cells and how your DNA is going to express itself, whether you have genes that predispose you for heart disease, cancer, diabetes, dementia, Alzheimer's. So hugely important that you really have an understanding of where you're at with this if you're serious about being preventative and proactive with your health. An index in the 8 to 12% range is normal. When I had mine tested, 90 days ago, it was just under 8%. And let me tell you that this is not something that I've been ignoring. I mean, I eat I always have copious amounts of extra virgin olive oil on my salads, my vegetables. I was taking a fish oil capsule, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, eating tuna fish once a week, salmon once a week. So this is something that historically I've paid attention to, but I did not know exactly where I would fall. I had an idea that I'd be somewhere around normal range, maybe low. And that's in fact where it was. It came in at 7.5. Mind you, the normal range is between 8 and 12%. So it didn't surprise me. All I didn't change my diet, my nutrition at all. All I did was double my EPA and DHA daily intake, the supplements, the capsules. So I went from 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon to 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. And I did that for 90 days. It's the only thing I did different. Just got my blood results back after my second test. Yesterday, I read the report. I'm up over 10 now. So I'm really happy about that. And I'm here to tell you that this test is the real deal. If you're serious about preventing cognitive decline, Alzheimer's, heart disease, arthritis, if you want to be out in front of this and do everything you can to be preventing it, then this is a very accurate, a very inexpensive test. And all it takes is a little bit of blood from the fingertip. We put it on a card, send it to the lab, and we get it back. And you'll know exactly where you're at. You'll know if you're taking enough of the right supplement. And if not, you'll know exactly what to do to get you back into the optimal range for disease prevention. Other studies show how important it is for hormonal health. And some studies even indicate how the supplement can prevent depression. So your feeling of well-being, I mean, there's very, very little in terms of our aspect of overall health that's not affected by EPA and DHA. So very, very important. I can't emphasize how important this is, that you look into this if you haven't done this yet. It's so important. We're putting this into all of our maintenance plans. And if you haven't had the opportunity to do this yet, please see somebody at the front desk, talk to Deborah. She'll make an appointment for you. Normally you can increase your omega-3 index by eating foods rich in EPA and DHA, especially, oily fish. But that's not always on everybody's menu. It's not always on my menu. One of the easiest things that you could do is just increase the amount of dietary supplements like fish oils, krill oil, cod liver oil. But I wouldn't recommend doing that until you know exactly what your level is. So again, we don't guess, we test. If you want to eliminate the guesswork, go up to the front desk, talk to Deborah. She'll make an appointment for you, show how easy and effective this tool is, and how much of a remarkable change it can make in your health, and the certainty in terms of your preventative protocol when it comes to addressing all these things that we always talk about in our workshops. And finally, recognizing that this is the holiday season. Yes, it's officially here, the festive time between Thanksgiving and New Year's. It's the season for decorating. Look around the office. It's the one time during the year you'll find decorations, and I'm so excited about it. The office looks wonderful. Thank you so much, Deborah and Tamara. You did a great job. We appreciate that. And shopping, entertaining, all of us, and of course, eating. So we know the holidays are a time for celebration and family and giving thanks. But, we're putting on weight. All of us, we tend to put on weight. And this is a season where, we're happy, but we're not necessarily healthy. It's almost as if we've come to accept that it's okay to sacrifice our health during the holiday season, right? So here we are, very, very common. We put on an easy 5 or 10 pounds during the holidays. And it may not sound like much, but studies show that most of us never lose that weight. And year after year, the annual weight gain leads to serious health problems. It develops into, for many of us, obesity, fatty liver disease, heart disease, diabetes, depression, the list goes on. And so, the holidays, it may not be the best time to lose weight or start your new exercise routine, but it doesn't have to be a time to lose your health. So don't wait until New Year's to start being healthy. It is possible to stay healthy and maintain your health through the holidays. And I want to encourage you to do that. I'll show you exactly how to do this at our upcoming Holiday Health and Stress Survival Blockbuster Workshop event. It's coming up Monday, December 12th at 5:45. This is going to be a blast. We always have raffles and prizes and giveaways, and nobody leaves empty-handed. I promise you that. During this workshop, you're going to be shown a proven 3-step simple strategy. You'll learn how to stay lean, healthy, and just sail through the holiday season stress-free. And so that's it. I mean, if you've never been to one of these, you don't know what you're missing. So for those of you who have been to our Holiday Health Workshop in years past, I know you'll be there because, we don't let you down. Nobody leaves empty-handed, and we just lavish our love on you and show you how much we appreciate you. But most importantly, we want to give you successful strategies on how to stay healthy through the holidays. So don't wait. Go ahead and register yourself and your family members now. As always, seating is limited. So please see them at the front desk, or you can call our office if you're watching the video from home, 954-472-6002. I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much for joining me today. God bless.